Hello and welcome back to Grace Daily Motivation. In today's video, we'll be discussing the signs that God is fighting your battles for you and why you need to stop trying to fight for yourself. Life can be tough, and we often find ourselves struggling with difficult situations that seem impossible to overcome. But the good news is that we're not alone in our battles. God is always with us, and when we surrender our struggles to Him, He fights for us. So, let's explore the 7 signs that God is fighting your battles for you. Sign number 1. A peaceful heart. One of the first signs that God is fighting your battles for you is when you have a peaceful heart. When you're going through a tough time, it's easy to feel anxious, worried, and stressed. But when God is fighting your battles, He gives you a sense of peace that surpasses all understanding. You may not have all the answers or know what's going to happen, but you trust that God is in control and will work everything out for your good. Sign number 2. Unexplained favor. Another sign that God is fighting your battles is when you experience unexplained favor. You may find that doors are opening for you that you didn't expect, or that people are showing you kindness and generosity for no apparent reason. This is often a sign that God is working behind the scenes on your behalf and blessing you in ways you never imagined. Sign number 3. Protection from harm. When God is fighting your battles, He also protects you from harm. You may find yourself in dangerous situations, but miraculously come out unscathed. Or you may feel a sense of unease about a particular situation and decide to avoid it, only to later find out that it would have been harmful to you. These are all signs that God is watching over you and keeping you safe. Sign number 4. Clarity of mind. When we're going through difficult times, our minds can become clouded with negative thoughts and emotions. But when God is fighting our battles, He gives us clarity of mind. We're able to think more clearly and make better decisions, even in the midst of chaos and confusion. Sign number 5. Divine connections. God often uses people to fight our battles for us, and when He's doing this, He brings divine connections into our lives. You may meet someone who has the resources or knowledge to help you through your struggles, or you may connect with someone who becomes a source of encouragement and support during a difficult time. Sign number 6. Unexpected breakthroughs. When God is fighting our battles, we may also experience unexpected breakthroughs. We may find that obstacles that seemed insurmountable suddenly disappear, or that solutions to our problems come out of nowhere. These breakthroughs are often a sign that God is working in our favor and fighting for us. Sign number 7. Miracles. Finally, when God is fighting our battles, we may experience miracles. Miracles are often unexpected and unexplainable events that defy the laws of nature. They may come in the form of physical healings, financial blessings, or restored relationships. When we experience miracles, we know that God is working in our lives in a powerful way. Why you need to stop fighting for yourself. Now that we've explored the signs that God is fighting your battles for you, let's talk about why you need to stop trying to fight for yourself. When we try to fight our battles on our own, we often make things worse. We may become more anxious and stressed, make poor decisions, and ultimately, fail to achieve our desired outcome. But when we surrender our struggles to God and trust in His plan, we open ourselves up to a higher power that can work miracles in our lives. Let go of control. One of the reasons we try to fight our battles on our own is that we want to be in control. We want to control the outcome, the timeline, and the process. But the truth is that we can't control everything. Trying to do so only leads to frustration and disappointment. When we let go of control and trust in God, we allow Him to work in our lives in ways that we never could have imagined. Surrender your struggles. Another reason we try to fight our battles on our own is that we think we have to. We believe that we need to be strong, independent, and self-sufficient. But the reality is that we can't handle everything on our own. We need help, and that's where God comes in. When we surrender our struggles to Him, we're acknowledging that we can't do it alone, and that we need His help. The consequences of fighting your own battles. When we try to fight our own battles, we often make things worse. We may become more stressed, anxious, and worried, which can lead to physical and mental health issues. We may also make poor decisions based on fear and desperation, which can lead to more problems down the line. By trying to fight our battles on our own, we're essentially telling God that we don't trust Him to handle things for us. Surrendering your battles to God. Surrendering your battles to God doesn't mean giving up or being passive. It means acknowledging that you can't do everything on your own and trusting that God will fight for you. Surrendering also means letting go of your own plans and desires and being open to God's plan for your life. When you surrender your battles to God, you allow Him to work in your life in ways you never thought possible. Trusting in God's timing. Another important aspect of surrendering your battles to God is trusting in His timing. Sometimes we want things to happen immediately, but God's timing is often different from ours. We need to trust that God knows what's best for us and that He will bring about the right outcomes at the right time. When we trust in God's timing, we can let go of our own worries and anxieties and focus on living in the present moment. Freedom from worry. When God is fighting our battles, we can experience a sense of freedom from worry. We no longer have to carry the burden of our struggles on our own. We can release them to God and trust that He will take care of them. This can bring a tremendous sense of peace and freedom to our hearts and minds. Confirmation from others. Another sign that God is fighting our battles is when we receive confirmation from others. We may hear from multiple sources that we're on the right path, or receive messages of encouragement and support from friends, family, or even strangers. These confirmations can be a powerful reminder that God is with us and fighting for us. Letting go of control. Letting go of control is one of the hardest things to do, especially when we're facing difficult situations. But when we try to control everything, we often end up making things worse. Surrendering to God means letting go of our need for control and trusting that He will take care of us. When we let go of control, we're able to experience true freedom and peace. Have faith in God's plan. We need to stop trying to fight for ourselves because we need to have faith in God's plan. God knows what's best for us, even when we don't. He sees the bigger picture and knows how our struggles fit into His plan for our lives. When we trust in His plan and have faith that He's working everything out for our good, we can let go of our worries and fears and find peace in the midst of our struggles. Experience God's grace. When we stop trying to fight our battles and surrender control to God, we can experience His grace in a powerful way. Grace is the unmerited favor of God, and it's available to us when we let go and let God. We don't have to earn grace or work for it. It's a gift that God freely gives to us. Find rest and peace. Finally, when we stop trying to fight our battles and rely on God, we can find rest and peace. We don't have to carry the weight of our struggles on our own shoulders anymore. We can trust that God is fighting for us and working things out in His perfect timing. This can bring us a sense of peace and rest that we could never achieve on our own. In conclusion, God is always fighting our battles for us, whether we realize it or not. When we surrender our struggles to Him and stop trying to fight for ourselves, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities. We experience peace, unexplained favor, protection from harm, clarity of mind, divine connections, unexpected breakthroughs, and even miracles. So let's take a step back and let God take the lead. Let's surrender our battles to Him and trust that He will fight for us. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.